Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the status and significance of the PNR North-South Commuter Railway Project. Our road safety reminder in the Young Street Smart portion centers on the zipper rule. This week's Paing Chapel shall be about following the 3-second distance rule. Showcase this week shall have the subcompact from Toyota, the Vios GRS. While for Race Weekend, we'll have the highlights of the 2022 National Slalom Series Round 2.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. The now traditional Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko scheme again helped keep motorists on the expressways during Holy Week smooth and trouble-free. A new mobile app, the MPT Drive Hub, also helped.
For the past 13 years, the Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko Motorist Assistance Program has been implemented during Holy Week on the expressways now under Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation. Expecting more people traveling with the COVID-19 alert levels down to 1 in Metro Manila and most regions in the island of Luzon, the MPTC is intensifying efforts to make it safer and more convenient to travel on its expressways. The North Luzon Expressway or NLEX, the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway or SCTEX, the Manila-Cavite Expressway or Cavitex, the C5 Link, and the Cavite-Laguna Expressway or CALAX. The program included increased deployment of patrol crews, traffic marshals, security teams, and toll plaza personnel to ease congestion and ensure safety while providing immediate assistance to motorists in need. Incident response teams were stationed in strategic areas at the expressways to provide emergency medical and other services. Taking advantage of advances in social and digital media, the MPTC also posted updated traffic information on social media accounts of each expressway, while the MPTC hotline 1-3500 or +632 8894 8700 was fully manned 24/7 to address immediate customer concerns. MPTC also encouraged motorists to get RFIDs for faster and safer transactions at entry and exit gates. It also encouraged RFID users to download the free MPT Drive Hub, an all-in-one travel app available on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Using the MPT Drive Hub, motorists can check RFID balance and reload accounts, get necessary information to better plan trips, and request immediate emergency roadside assistance.
The Safe Trip Mo Sagot Ko program seems to be an enhanced version of what the MPTC already provides 24/7. Motorists who regularly use expressways have noticed how motoring is now safer and more convenient. motorcycle owners may still be complaining about how long it takes to get their license plates. The LTO has been moving to address this concern.
The Land Transportation Office reports that the second automated plate making it acquired is now operational and producing motorcycle license plates. The new plate making machine is capable of manufacturing 450 motorcycle plates per hour, and the LTO says the machine can produce 158,400 motorcycle plates a month with personnel working on 2 8-hour shifts daily. The first plate making machine is acquired by the LTO for its plate making facility in Quezon City dedicated to producing license plates for motor vehicles. Department of Transportation Secretary Arto Gade said the second plate making machine will help address backlogs in the issuance of license plates for motorcycles. LTO Chief Edgar Galvante said the second plate making machine will complement the machines at the LTO plate making facility to ensure a more efficient and swift motor vehicle and motorcycle plates production. The LTO plate making facility was established in April of 2018 to expedite the production and distribution of license plates. Before that, the LTO had been outsourcing the acquisition of license plates.
The backlogs in the distribution of motor vehicle and motorcycle license plates can be traced to the LTO outsourcing the process of production and the resulting problems with suppliers and contractors. Now it seems the LTO has decided it's better to handle the production in-house. Time will tell if this is indeed the best solution. Angkas invited senatorial candidates to an event to ask them about their plans to support the welfare of motorcycle owners.
Angkas, a pioneer of the motorcycle taxi industry that is well on its way to being legitimized, invited candidates for senators to the Angkas Safety Fiesta. At the Safety Fiesta in Cainta, which was attended by around 3,000 motorcycle owners, including many Angkas rider partners, the senator wannabes were asked about any plans they have that would benefit the bikers. According to Angkas CEO George Royce, most motorcycle owners are low-income breadwinners, many of whom use their two-wheeled rides as a means of livelihood as well as affordable and convenient personal transport. Motorcycle riders daily face problems for lack of bike-friendly infrastructure, livelihood benefits, and the proper system to protect them from being regarded and treated as second-class citizens on the road, Royce added. At the Safety Fiesta, senatorial candidate Chel Docno said that the government should be focusing on how to move people in the metropolis in the shortest possible time and that motorcycles are really suited to that role. Another candidate, Harry Roque, said Angkas and motorcycle taxis can help revitalize the economy like their bike counterparts in Thailand, which have been key to its thriving tourism industry. Seeking re-election, Senator Risa Ontiveros cited the need to constantly dialogue with the motorcycle entrepreneur sector to learn their needs and address these in the form of appropriate legislation. Teddy Bagilat of the Liberal Party cited that the role of motorcycle riders in helping keep the economy afloat during the COVID-19 lockdowns, providing public transport as well as making online shopping deliveries, including food and medicine as well as other necessities. He also vowed to look into the problem of lack of spare motorcycle parts.
Motorcycle owners, especially those who make a living with their motorcycles, can be a potent political force if properly harnessed. Here's hoping those who do so are motivated to best represent the interest of bikers. Speed limits are seldom enforced, if ever, in cities and municipalities. This is also true in provincial roads, despite laws and ordinances on speed limits. The LTO is looking to change that.
The Land Transportation Office has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Imagine Law to assist local government units in enacting and enforcing speed limit ordinances. Imagine Law is a civil society organization funded by the Global Road Safety Partnership, or GRSP. Even before the MOU formalizing their partnership, the LTO and Imagine Law have been conducting training at 709 LGUs in 13 regions while providing technical assistance for enacting speed limit ordinances. Already, 34 cities and municipalities have enacted speed limit ordinances complying with guidelines set under Joint Memorandum Circular GMC 2018-001, issued by the Department of Transportation, the Department of Public Works and Highways, and the Department of the Interior and local government. The Joint Circular embodies the guidelines and standards for the classification of roads, setting of speed limits under Republic Act 4136, and collection of road crash data. It also provides guidelines for LGUs to classify roads within their jurisdictions and set local speed limits pursuant to Republic Act No. 41361 or the Land Transportation and Traffic Code and Republic Act No. 71602 or the Local Government Code.
It's good to note that many LGUs have enacted speed limit ordinances. It should be even better if the LGUs are strictly enforcing the speed limits. the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The North to South Commuter Railway project of the Philippine National Railways is speeding along towards completion and operation. Motoring Forum checks out the status and significance of one of the country's biggest commuter railway projects.
The idea for what is now being called the North-South Commuter Railway was already on the back burners back in the mid-90s. Over the years and decades, plans to establish a commuter rail service running south and north of Metro Manila spent more time off the shelf than on. Only now is the project fully right on track and steadily heading toward completion. The North-South Commuter Railway of the Philippine National Railways envisions the establishment of a commuter railway service that is 147 kilometers long from Calamba in Laguna to the Clark International Airport in Pampanga. It will have 37 stations spanning 28 cities and municipalities in the 3 regions of Central Luzon, the National Capital Region, and Calabar Zone. The NSCR encompasses 3 railway projects, including PNR Clark Phase 1, a 38-kilometer rail line from Totoban in Manila to Malolos in Bulacan. PNR Clark Phase 2, a 53-kilometer rail line from Malolos to Clark in Pampanga. And PNR Calamba, a 56-kilometer rail line from Solis Street in Tondo to Calamba in Laguna. Much progress has been made toward establishing the railroad service. The PNR Clark Phase 1 is now more than halfway complete, with 2 stations expected to be operational this year. The Department of Transportation has been quite determined in pushing through the NSCR mega project, which is described as the single largest flagship project of the Duterte administration. Already, the DOTR and the PNR have formally unveiled the first of 13 8-car train sets ordered from the Japan Transport Engineering Company, JTREC, and Sumitomo Corporation, designed and manufactured to comply with Japanese and international standards. The 8-car train sets measure 160 meters in length, can accommodate 2,228 passengers, while able to run at an operational speed of 120 kilometers per hour. On the same day of the unveiling, the DOTR signed new contracts for 38 more train car sets or 304 train cars for the NSCR system. The NSCR is expected to make travel faster and more convenient between cities and municipalities in Metro Manila and parts north and south of the metropolis. Malolos to Clark can be a short 35-minute train ride. Makati to the Clark International Airport can take around 55 minutes. Calamba to Manila will just take around an hour. When all phases are completed and operational, Clark and Pampanga will only be a 2-hour train ride away from Calamba in Laguna. The DOTR is making certain that the NSCR project will be completed to fulfill the long-term goal of making commuting more comfortable, convenient, efficient, and affordable while bolstering economic progress and socio-economic opportunities. Meanwhile, the NSCR project is already benefiting people and communities by creating around 50,000 direct jobs and 110,000 indirect jobs, with an additional 8,000 jobs to be created when the railway line starts full operations.
A high-speed commuter service that links Central Luzon to North Luzon and passing through Metro Manila should benefit communities and local economies all along the railway line. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
You are back with us here on Motoring Today. In line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines. As seen on the animation, kapag ang traffic ay nag-merge sa single lane, vehicles must emerge alternately. Ito ay tinatawag na zipper rule. Matutong magbigay daan sa iba and wait for your turn. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payong Chuper this week.
Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Rodrigo, isang kapwa niyo Chuper. Siguraduhin may sapat na espasyo pagitan ng inyong sasakyan at nasa inyong harapan sa tuwing namamasada.
Maaari mo itong gawin sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa 3-second rule, kung saan ikaw ay maglalaan ng 3 seconds of space sa pagitan mo at ng sasakyan sa iyong harapan. Humanap ng palatandaan sa gilid ng kalsada. Kapag nakita mong nakalampas na dito ang sinusundang sasakyan, saka ka umabante at sumunod.
Tandaan sa pamamagitan ng pagsusunod sa 3-second rules, maiiwasan ang gitgitan sa kalsada. Ito po si Rodrigo Apas, Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo Chuper.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next. We start with the latest news and developments.
In motorsports news, Paui Base of PMMS Rennsport Racing continued his great start at the 2022 Race Motorsport Club National Slalom Series, again going fastest overall with 44.65 seconds, which is also the best time in the front wheel category. Estefano Rivera came in second overall with a time of 45.24 seconds on a slightly cloudy and rainy day at the Robinsons Antipolo. Richard Gallardo was third fastest with a 45.76 time, followed by Rod Chang in fourth with 45.93 and JP Polintan in fifth with 47.46. It was a closely fought second round on a short but tricky slalom course laid out at the Robinsons Antipolo parking lot. The fifth overall time of JP Polintan was fastest in the novice class with Alfie Binse coming in second with a 48.08 and July Johnson in third with a 51.45. The novices found the track challenging, especially with the track slightly damp from intermittent rain showers. The third round of the 2022 National Slalom Series returns to Robinsons Antipolo on May 15 with participants hoping for a complete season of slalom racing.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. The second round of the 2022 National Slalom Series took place in a Robinsons parking lot in Antipolo City. Here are the highlights of the action-packed race, dominated by a familiar face. We're here in Robinsons Antipolo for the second round of the 2022 National Slalom Series. Let's go check them out.
My name is Julio Chua Dionson and I'm from Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. Well, sa amin, ang preparation sa amin, wala naman masyadong ganong kalaking preparation. Pero as long na ikaw ay nag-entry for your existing category, so dapat consistent lang yung entry o play. Medyo tricky siya, at the same time medyo short. And dito sa Robinson kasi, medyo makapit yung kanyang ground. So medyo nahihirapan yung iba. Dito naman sa game na to, pag medyo tricky nga or medyo kailangan ng adjustment yung mga sasakyan, so dumidepende yun talaga sa kung ano yung meron yung sasakyan mo. At the same time, pangalawa na doon yung gilas eka nga nung driver.
I'm here with the last round's winner and today's front runner, Mr. Paui Base. Hi, Paui.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. Can you tell us, did you make any changes to your preparation and approach for today's race?
No changes. What I've been doing ever since with my grind, ever since I started out, I made sure to stay consistent or perhaps even improve what I can work on. So my preparation doesn't really change as long as I feel and I'm sure that I'm ready to give it my all. I'm good to go.
You know, the likes of Stefano Rivera, Ryan Ablang, Rod Chang are, you know, still in the mix of the elite, of the top 5. How are you planning on, you know, disrupting this team of elite racers and be part of it?
Well, these guys, I've been looking up to them ever since I started out. So I just go by their example on how, as I said, the preparation, how they tackle things, whether it's the track, whether it's, you know, driving itself. I've always been looking up to them, even if let's say I'm the one leading right now when it comes to the championship or leading the day. I'm still making sure I'm never gonna put myself up there completely because, you know, it's never over till it's over. So I just have to keep on looking up to them, follow their good traits, and make sure I can apply it to my very own.
Can you tell us a little more about the track layout here in Robinson's Antipolo? Are you liking it so far?
Well, it's quite tricky compared to the previous years we've been running here. They've shortened it. Usually we use the whole premises, but now it's cut short and we had to make a lot of changes with the setup of the car in order to, according to my liking, because I really had struggles with my first run. So look, fortunately the last run I was able to find the right groove with it. So that's why we're having a really good time with the lead so far.
Since masikip yung track, medyo kailangan mong pitigan ng handbrake at para hindi ka tumama sa mga pylon. So, ayun, yun lang, medyo masikip talaga.
The challenging part is the 180 and the 360. Sobrang hirap talaga siya dahil lalo na ngayong weather na to, nang basa yung kalsada. So sobrang hirap pakapitin ng gulong. Once na nagti-360 kami, minsan lumalayo sa cone eh. So wet racetrack tayo eh. So talagang sobrang hirap talaga. Hopefully, medyo bumaba ang oras ko pagkaayos nung aking sasakyan dahil naputol yung tension na yun. So definitely maayos namin at mahabol namin yung oras na target namin.
Load kayo ng National Slalom Series. So, ngayon sa Robinson's Antipolo and I think next leg here pa rin sa May 15. So, yun. So, load lang kayo. Greet ko lang pala si Sir Gilbert Bumatay. Ayan. Halika, pakita ka na sa camera. Ayan. Siya ang namin, bossing namin sa G-Spot Racing Team. Ayan. Antipolo.
And that does it for our coverage of the second round of the 2022 National Slalom Series. Be sure to check us out next week for more race weekend action. Pawi Basi reigned supreme for the second straight round, proving himself worthy early in the season. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. This edition of Showcase takes a look at the 2022 Toyota GRS, the top-of-the-line variant of Toyota's best-selling subcompact sedan.
After it was first rolled out, the Toyota Vios earned a reputation as a practical, affordable, and reliable subcompact sedan. A suitable entry-level Toyota with all the accompanying attributes attached to the country's #1 car brand. Later on, the Vios added sporty to its rep, earned on the track through the Vios Cup. Lately, Toyota seeks to reinforce that sporty rep with a 2022 Toyota Vios GRS. And that it does with the Gazoo Racing inspired aero kit, an add-on that adds a few millimeters to the Vios, making the GRS variant 4,467mm long, 1,730mm wide, and 1,475mm tall. The Vios GRS exudes a sporty vibe with front bumper skirt, side skirt, and rear bumper skirt, as well as the rear spoiler and especially the piano black mesh type grille. It shares the 3-tier LED headlamp found in the Vios 1.5G variant, as well as the rear LED combination lamps with line guide, LED front fog lamps, fin-type antenna, and the 16-inch alloy wheels with the 195/50 R16 tires. The Vios GRS can also be distinguished by the piano black outer mirrors with the integrated side turn lamps and outside grip type door handle. The piano black exterior accents certainly look quite sporty in the Vios GRS in the super red V color. The GRS also comes in white pearl crystal shine and black one. The interior of the Vios GRS also got the sporty treatment using suede and synthetic leather with stitching for the seats and real leather, again with stitching for the steering wheel and the shift lever and knob. The Optitron meter gauge on the instrument panel with the 4.2 TFT multi-information display also looks quite sporty. Toyota made sure the Vios GRS doesn't lack for the comfort and convenience features also found in the competition. It's got wireless door locks with smart entry system, as well as a push-button start. It's got speed-sensing power door locks, power windows, and power retractable outer windows, as well as automatic air conditioning. The infotainment system should not disappoint, even though it only has a 6.75-inch display, but it does have AM/FM radio, auxiliary and USB ports, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, SDL, voice command, and 6 speakers. As found by Vios Cup racers, Toyota subcompact sedan can be quite a performer on the track as well as on city streets, highways, and twisty mountain roads. The 2022 Vios 1.5 GRS is powered by the 2NR-FE 1496cc inline 4 DOHC gasoline engine with dual VVTi at 16 valves that generates 107 PS and maxes out at 140 Nm of torque. The engine is mated to a 10 continuously variable transmission with sequential control that sends power and torque to the front wheels. On the GRS, the driver can select 2 drive modes, Eco to save on fuel and Sport for more spirited driving. Paddle shifters give the driver greater control over gear shifts, quite handy in situations like steep inclines and drops. The steering wheel column tilts to aid in finding comfortable and optimum driving positions. The steering wheel also comes with controls for audio. The Vios suspension system features the standard front McPherson strut and rear torsion beam combo. The Vios GRS uses brake discs on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. Toyota also equipped the Vios 1.5 GRS with driver assist and safety features enough to stay with the competition. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, hill start assist, and vehicle stability control. Also added to the GRS are SRS airbags for driver and front seat passenger, side airbags, as well as curtain shield and knee airbags. It also comes standard with child lock, ISOFIX, and tether anchors, as well as 3-point seat belts for 5. The Toyota Vios GRS adds Gazoo racing thrill to the perfectly practical, reliable, safe, and comfortable subcompact sedan.
It is now difficult to stand out in the all-too-crowded local subcompact sedan market. But Toyota has done enough with the Vios 1.5 GRS to remain among the top choices in the segment for buyers. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
There's a new man on the driver's seat of GLE Philippines. Yugo Kiyofuji now steers Sojitz G Auto Philippines as president and CEO.
Basically, I think there are 3 areas that I have to focus on to drive our sales to the next level. Basically, the first one is about the new vehicle. As you know, we have been continuously introducing the models and enhancing the models. That's what we are going to do from now on as well. The second is about the quantity and quality of the dealer network. Currently, we have a 27 dealer network in the country, and in this year it's going to be 40. I think when it comes to the number of the outlets, I think it's more or less the ceiling or the level we are satisfied with. Once it's achieved, we would like to improve the quality of the dealer network. And the third, and most importantly, it's about the customer satisfaction. So it's not about, of course, selling the car. It's about how to care about the customer after the vehicle is sold. Those are the 3 that I like to focus on.
Kiyofuji succeeds Yosuke Nishi, who blazed a trail for the GLE brand that may be hard to replicate.
He is very much experienced in automotive industry, so I believe he can again grow GLE Philippines, and he can take another level to GLE Philippines. So that I believe, yeah.
After entering the local market in 2019, Nishi led GLE past the 10,000 sales mark with a lineup of just 3 models in March of 2022, a record of sorts as fastest to reach the milestone in just 2 years and 8 months. Matthew Fuji, who has 20 years worth of experience in the automotive industry in the Middle East, Latin America, and Australia, promises to take Geely to the next level and become one of the top passenger vehicle brands in the country by 2025.
Please come and visit our Geely showroom so that you can see 4 different models, including the recently launched model, M Grand, the sedan, the entry car. Thank you.
Meanwhile, SGAP announced the appointment of Kazuki Sugino as Chief Administrative Officer, who is tasked to strengthen the quality of SGAP operations. Isuzu Philippines Corporation continues to expand its reach in the Visayas with the signing of an agreement for a new dealership in Roxas City. At the formal signing ceremony that will see the rise of Isuzu Roxas, IPC President Hajime Koso expressed confidence the new dealership will bring in more sales of its light commercial vehicles.
We are proud that amid the pandemic, Isuzu is still able to open a new outlet to cater more customers nationwide. Many thanks to our long-time dealer group, Isuzu Sev Inc.
The new dealership also brings Isuzu a step closer to attaining the goal of its Road to 50 campaign. Set to open in the second half of the year, Isuzu Roxas will rise on a 3,500 square meter lot along the Iloilo East Coast Capiz Road in Barangay Bolo and will feature the new Isuzu outlet standard. Isuzu Roxas will be part of the dealership network of AC Motors and will be managed by Isuzu Cebu Inc. According to AC Motor President Toti Zara, Roxas City is a booming city with a strong economic development, and Isuzu Roxas can cater to more customers in the region.
We're very excited about Isuzu Roxas. This will be the 11th dealership within the Ayala Group for Isuzu. And what we saw was really an increase in the business in Panay, and Roxas is, of course, the biggest city, and that's why we have decided to expand to Roxas City.
I'd like to invite all our customers in Capiz, Aklan, and the island of Panay to visit our new showroom, our new Isuzu Roxas in Roxas City, Capiz. We have enough service space even to service trucks, and I assure you of the quality service that Isuzu is known for.
The new 200 Treadwear series from Falcon is now available locally. This was announced by JM Far East, exclusive local distributor of Falcon tires, during a track day organized at the Clark International Speedway. Highlighting track day was the launch of the Azenis RT615K Plus and RT660 to the delight of more than 100 racing enthusiasts who got to try out the tires at the circuit. GM Far East said that the Azenis RT615K Plus was developed based on Falcon's track competition RT615K tire, digitally engineered and using nanotech formulated compounds for superior grip and excellent handling, but given a long tread life to make it street legal. The Azenis RT660 features Falcon's new rigid carcass construction and enhances steering response and vehicle stability, as well as motorsport-inspired tread compound for unmatched grip. During the track day, 2014 Vios Cup champion and 2018 Formula V1 champion Luis Gono recorded personal best lap times using the Azenis RT660 on his Toyota GR Yaris.
After testing the 615K and 660s, I would say that, if you want to use it for the street more, then 615 ka. Kung pure track, 660 dapat. And I would highly recommend them to any driver, anyone who wants to set lap times. They're really worth the try.
GM Far East President Winston Manabat said car companies offering vehicles with potent engines prompted the decision to bring in 200 Treadwear tires.
The tire being a component of the automotive, so everything is relative or dependent on the manufacturers of the automotive. No? So the trend within the automotive manufacturing is they're now going into high speed. Makikita natin the engine might be going small, but they're using more of turbos. The general trend is boosting of horsepower as well as the torque. So therefore, if you have high horsepower and high torque, definitely you need a tire that is capable to handle all the extra horses and extra power.
The Azenis RT615K Plus and RT660 tires are offered in popular sizes ranging from 15 inches to 19 inches and are available for pre-order at all authorized Falcon dealerships. After a 2-year absence, the Manila International Auto Show finally is back for its 17th edition. It was a reunion of sorts as the event brought back together in one venue automakers, parts and tire suppliers, accessories distributors showcasing their latest and best models and product. It was a reunion of sorts for members of the motoring and other media to check out the newest models, the latest trends, and get a taste of the future of motoring. Over 4 days, the 17th MIAS drew crowds of car enthusiasts and buyers to witness new car launches and the exhibits of auto manufacturers and distributors.
Thank you for joining the Chang'an Pavilion. Thank you for joining us in this very, very important occasion in the Philippines, right here at the Manila International Auto Show World Trade Center. I'm so proud to be with you because we would like to give you and present you the Chang'an Motor Philippines Inc. array of products. As the word Chang'an means lasting safety, it also provides you with just what you see in here in our CS35, the Chang'an Safe Tech. You could only find it here in our CS35. Take a look at the Alsvin, our subcompact car, which right now is being adored by almost the Chang'an Alsvin community in the country. And if you want really an intelligent super tech SUV, go to our CS75 Plus. And lastly, of course, Chang'an has the greatest vehicle, the Iaro 460 CS95 also. If you want to have a boss with you, go for the CS95. Be a Chang'an fan, be a Chang'an advocate, be a Chang'an real Pinoy.
This is a very significant event for Chevrolet. We have 4 great Chevrolet cars here, 3 SUVs, and 1 red Camaro. So as you can see here, it's the iconic Camaro. It's the Model U 2022. And we also have the Chevrolet Tahoe as one of the headliners. Alongside these cars are the Trailblazer and the Tracker SUVs.
It is very important for us because we get to showcase our 2 new vehicles, the second generation GAC GS8 and the all-new MPOW, our new sports sedan. So it's also a way for us to connect to our customers and to show the market that we are really here and we want to promote our brand. The MPOW, it's our new sports sedan. It has a 1.5-liter turbo with dual clutch transmission, sporty suspension, quad exhaust, and a very comfortable leather interior.
This is the first time for Geely to attend this MIAS, so we are very much honored to be part of this MIAS event. And in addition to that, actually we are showcasing the Coolray SE special edition model, which has been exported only to Philippine market.
We have a full lineup of car displays. We have a 365 square meter car display, about 7 wonderful MG cars here. It's led by the MG HS, our newest SUV, and the MG5 Core Plus.
We're displaying 4 cars, the Mitsubishi Mirage G4, GLS Sport, the Mitsubishi Montero 4x4 GT, the Expander Cross, as well as the Strada Athlete Black.
Welcome to Nissan booth at the Manila International Auto Show. The booth of Nissan here is all about building the brand image of being an exciting brand and technologically advanced. Second, we are showcasing different products that carries the Nissan Intelligent Mobility features of Nissan. Third, we're also highlighting our electric vehicle, Leaf. And lastly, outside you will see there the e-Power box, which highlights the new technology of Nissan.
We are very excited to introduce to the public the Peugeot product range here at the Manila International Auto Show. Today we see here our full lineup, the 5008 SUV, the 3008 SUV, our Traveler Premium Van, and the all-new Peugeot 2008 SUV. It's a 5-seater compact SUV that you see right here behind me in Fusion Orange.
Okay, we're here at the Subaru booth at the Manila International Auto Show 2022. I think we're one of the biggest booths in this motor show this year. So first, the Subaru Forester 2022, our extraordinary SUV. As you can see, the design is a bit menacing already, more aggressive, new wheels, and it also sports the EyeSight 4.0 technology. It's a safety feature, a safety suite that has a lot of functions. And also we now have the all-new Subaru BRZ, much awaited after its first launch in 2012. So after 10 years, we now have the second generation BRZ now with 37 more horsepower from 2.0 previous generation. Now it's 2.4 engine, naturally aspirated. And now our CVT version also has EyeSight to keep you safe even if you're driving sportily.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!